We are facing the COVID-19 pandemic. It has influenced many aspects of our lives and brought about crises in education, politics, economy, healthcare, food, and so on for human beings. Besides, the most enormous problem that we haven't concerned so much about yet is domestic violence, which has happened regularly since this epidemic broke out.
Domestic violence impacts our society, leaving severe consequences for people, especially for women and children. Furthermore, the cases of domestic violence have been increasing in situations of COVID-19 with a broad range of stress about disease, expectancy, quality of life. Firstly, lockdown leads to negative impacts on life and is priority cause of conflict. Along with the issue, several workers have been out of work since the factory closed down. A lot of companies have been in danger of bankruptcy. As you see, many people have been facing the risk of unemployment because of the pandemic.
The more important thing is that they are also the breadwinner of their families. They have some struggles to pay household bills. It is they have to deal with these financial burdens that they have been out of their minds and hit the roof with their partners, especially children and women, who are easy to be hurtful. Victims have to suffer from physical and mental abuse, such as insulting, cussing, beating up, throwing objects, and killing the partners.
UNPFA estimated that 1 in 3 women have to go through domestic violence each year. Although our country has enacted law against this, we cannot deny the fact that domestic violence is still an acute problem.
Secondly, the isolation forces victims to stay with their abusive partners for a long time. On weekdays, they cannot get access to amusement services or go outside to work or visit their friends and families, so this can cause a conflict between a couple. They have to suffer violence from the most place secure and peaceful, their home.
Being stuck on the same roof with an abuser, it seems to be more difficult for victims to run away and reach the police when being abused. The scarcity of sharing and feeling of helplessness are too intensive and to cut off the avenue of escape.
This problem is more likely to be complicated in many countries throughout the world than in Vietnam. Domestic violence has increased from 30% to 300% in many parts of the world. In Hubei province, the heart of the initial coronavirus outbreak, domestic violence reports to police more than tripled in February, from 47 last year to 162 this year. In Italy, activists say they have been receiving a surge in text messages, emails from victims who are being insulted by their victimizers.
General Secretary of the United Nations posted on his Twitter to call the nation to take action immediately for resisting domestic violence to ensure the long-term safety of women and youngsters. Therefore, governments around the world are giving economic support to reduce some of the economic pressure, which are a causative factor for domestic violence in every effort to prevent and control the COVID-19 pandemic. The governments of Vietnam have just passed a resolution approving the Vietnamese loan 62,000 billion supporting package for Social Security to create momentum for socio-economic breakthrough after the COVID epidemic settled down.
After all, there has been a national helpline to support victims of domestic violence. Moreover, our communities join hands to prevent domestic violence during the widespread of coronavirus. On June 4th, the Blue Heart Communication campaign to end violence and protect children and women had been launched in an emergency context, the COVID-19 pandemic. The campaign also provides knowledge and skills for women and children to prevent violence, abuse, and improves the mental and psychological health of a victim to ensure a safe living environment.